CAF has keenly been following the ongoings at the National Assembly regarding the deliberation and determination of the matter on the County Equitable Ward Development Fund, Senate Bill number 34 of 2018. On 22nd September 2020, the National Assembly defeated the County Equitable Ward Development Fund, Senate Bill number 34 at the second reading, forcing the bill to be considered under mediation committee. The National Assembly stated in their reasoning that the bill should not be proceeded with as it is unnecessary since there is adequate existing legislation on fiscal decentralization. The substituting laws had clear and elaborate framework of financing county governments, budget execution, monitoring and oversight. That there is no legal gap that the bill is addressing outside the existing legal and regulatory framework. This is a huge disappointment to the County Assemblies Forum and the whole nation at large, considering that Kenyans had been denied their constitutional right under Article 174 of the Constitution, which sets out the objectives of devolution, amongst them being to give powers to self-governance to the people and enhance the participation of the people in the exercise of the powers of the state and the making decisions affecting them. Secondly, to recognize the right of communities to manage their affairs and to further their development. Thirdly, to promote social and economic development and the provision of approximate, easily accessible services throughout Kenya by decentralizing the provision of services under Article 176(2) of the Constitution of Kenya. And finally, and to ensure equitable sharing of national and local resources throughout Kenya down to the level of Wanjiku, Chaviji, Chebet and Fatma. Further, it is disappointing that on 10th July 2020, the County Assemblies Forum leadership had consulted with the leadership of the National Assembly. We had an assurance that the bill would be supported at the National Assembly and will be passed seamlessly. But this has not been the case, as the bill was defeated at the second reading. A gross injustice has been instituted against the members of county assemblies and citizens of Kenya. And this is a betrayal by the National Assembly, considering that the MPs themselves have a CDF and have witnesses benefits of such fund to the electorate. The expectation of the County Assemblies Forum and the public at large was that the MPs should have been in the forefront in advocating for the County Equitable Ward Development Fund Bill, since it promises more development for citizens of Kenya at the ward level. This bill sought to promote further decentralization of funds by creating a framework of identification of projects and the beneficiary to the local at the ward level. It also has modalities of resource allocation to the project, implementation and oversight of the identified project. We want to sincerely thank the Senate for unanimously passing the bill at the Senate, but to take note of the action of the National Assembly to stifle devolution and resolve to continue fighting for the establishment of the Ward Equitable Development Fund through the County Equitable Ward Development Bill 2018. If this approach proves impossible, CAF is keenly to ensure the Building Bridges initiative establishes the Ward Equitable Development Fund with not less than 30% of the annual county development budget being allocated to the fund. We have, for the last 8 years of devolution, experienced challenges in the counties where development is oriented along the MCAs who are supportive of the governor, and also where the governor feels he has a lot of support. And so by extension, we have created other minorities and inequalities. We have created inequalities in the counties. And by the establishment or enactment of this law, the Equitable Development Bill, it was going to sort out the problem of where MCAs have to be begging the governors for development in their wards. And it was also going to ensure that the projects that are prioritized by the public through public participation are effectively implemented and there is monitoring of the same. Because you would realize that the chunk of money that comes to the counties, as much as the MCAs budget for these monies through program-based budgets, but the governors find a way, because there is a loophole in law, to be able to align the development and implementation of the said projects according to their political alienation. So it is a call that we want to still beseech the members of National Assembly and the Senate, now that this matter is going to go to mediation, that they have to look into this. Because as we speak now, the Senate themselves, which we still want to appreciate for this bill went through in the Senate, is because as we talk, most governors are appearing before the Senate, and the members of National Assembly have been blaming the MCAs for failing to ensure development in the counties. And this was one bill that was going to ensure that we lift off the load of ensuring that projects are done in the wards from the purview of the governor to ensure that the public are involved. So it's our call that we still insist that during the mediation process that we call the members of National Assembly to still consider approving this bill, because there is no role, none whatsoever. It's not even like the one that the CDF, where the members of National Assembly are patrons. This bill, the MCAs have no role. It is only that the MCAs, we are saying it is important with our experience to ensure that funds go further, default further to the wards. And that's what the Constitution envisages, that there will be further decentralization of funds.